All right, this time I will go over this question number 16. And question number 16 is kind of like um, tedious. So I will show you how to just like guess this question, like especially if you don't know how to do it. But um, yeah, there's a way that you can actually like play with it. So let's do this one. For example, do you see you have this one and say when y is equal to 1 and x equals 1. So what's the y value going to be, right? So what you can do is you just plug this one in and see if you actually get 1. So if you plug in x here, 2 minus e to the 1 minus 1, it's the same thing as 1, 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1, which match with this, right? So that can be the answer. If I plug this one in here, I may not be right, but 1 minus 1. And this one is same thing as this, like you still get 1 minus, like it's going to be this is e to the 0, which is 1. So this one also become 1. So B can be the answer. But this, on the other hand, is not going to give you 1. So that cannot be the answer. So it's D. So answer is going to be either A or B. And that's how you can guess it. But let's say you want to do it by hand. Like, let me get rid of this. Then you have to use differential equation. So do you see 2 minus y? You have a minus sign here. So you cannot do anything else. So what you can do is you consider this one as a 1. So first, it's going to be the same thing as I'm going to move dx to the other side by multiply by dx. So it's going to, although it does not work like that, so it's the same thing as dy is equal to 2 minus y dx. Again, this 2 moves as 1 because you have a plus minus sign. So let me move this one to the bottom. So this one is the same thing as dy over 2 minus y is equal to dx. Now let's anti-derive both sides. So you get, do you see this one is a 1 over 2y? So this is same thing as natural log of what? 2 minus y, right? Divided by derivative of this one. So it's going to be derivative of this one is going to be -1 is equal to x. So natural log of, I'm not going to put absolute value anymore. Oh, I forgot about plus c. It's going to be the same thing as a natural log of 2 minus y is equal to -x plus c. You might want to ask, why do I have a c here but not here? Well, you actually have a c here, so it's the same thing as a c1, and that's a c2. But I'm going to move c1 to here as well, and then divide by -1. But who cares? This one is just considered as c, okay? So just assume that there's a c here, okay? But there's a c and c here, but I'm only moving this, choosing c to be right next to x. Now, at this point, I want to know what c is. But we already know when y is equal to 1, when x is equal to 1. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to plug in 1 here. So you get natural log of 2 minus 1 is 1. Minus 1 plus c. Natural log of 1 is equal to 0. And if I move 1, so you have 0 equals -1 plus c. Therefore, c is equal to 1. So I got it. Let's move it back here. So I got natural log of 2 minus y is equal to -x plus 1. And if you want to solve for y, there's a hidden base e, right? So circle the base. Beautiful curve. Do you remember this? E to the -x plus 1 power is equal to 2 minus y. And only thing that you actually have to do is solve for this. So it's going to be the same thing as e to the -x plus 1 minus 2 is equal to -y. And if you divide by -1 on both sides, it's going to be the same thing as -e to the -x plus 1 plus 2 is equal to y. Or 2 minus e to the -x plus y. So which one gives you this? 2 minus e to the -x plus 1 equals y. It's gonna be this. Because only thing that I have to do is I switch this one, like 1 minus x, right? So answer is gonna be B. I hope it makes sense, but even if you don't get it, like just if you plug this one in, you can narrow it down to 2. So that I think actually helps. Okay. Now let's go over question number 17. By the way, if you did not get it, you might have to pause video a lot or watch this video a lot for question number 16. So you have this one here, and question is asking which one of this one is going to be the point of the like inflection. So basically you're trying to find inflection point, right? So I mean, this one is not going to be too difficult. So it's an inflection point. So what is it called? It's same thing. Do you see? Oh, simple. Now, do you see this number? What you have to do is you actually have to, if you want to derive it, no, I mean, so that's a function, right? So you have to derive it. So let's derive it first. Number one, what you have to do is g prime of x is equal to, you do derivative of this one. So basically it's same thing, you just plug this one in. So it's gonna be x squared minus 5x minus 14 minus, you plug in 3 here. So it's gonna be 9 minus 3 times 5 is 15 minus 14. So that's what first derivative is. So this one and derivative cancel out each other. So this is same thing as x squared minus 5x minus 14. 9 minus, this one is what? Negative 29, it's negative 20. So this whole thing becomes negative 20. Negative 10 negative is positive 20. I'm pretty sure you're going to ask this question to me on a class. And that's what you should do. Because I'm not explaining nicely right now. Not as expected. So this one is a g prime of x. But if you want to find a point of inflection, you have to derive one more time. So second derivative of this one is going to be 2x minus 5. Okay. So, and 2x minus 5, you set this one equal to 0 and solve for x. So that's the only thing that you have to do. So it's going to be the same thing as a 2x equals 5. And if you divide by 2, you get 2x is equal to 5 over 2. Which is this. So that's a second derivative and derivative. If you have a question about this, I will help you in class because I think this one is critical one, okay? It's not difficult. Now, question number 18. This one is easy. It's a chain rule. So you're gonna drive this one, right? One for here and another one for this, right? So let's do this. Just letting you know. It's a chain rule. So derivative of, when you derive it, it's going to be 3x squared times secant 2x plus derivative of secant 2x is what? Secant 2x is simple. Secant 2x times tangent 2x. You got to memorize it. Times derivative of this one, which is 2. Multiply by original one, x to the third power. So this one is a chain rule of chain rule of chain rule, I believe. So which one of this one is gonna be the answer? So this one this one has this, this one has that, this one has this, and now this one, if I move this one to the front, so it's gonna be here. Yeah. So answer is gonna be D. Okay. So only thing that really you have to worry is the derivative of this portion, okay? When you do it, again, this one is like, secant is like secant to x, tangent to x times 2, and you also have to multiply by the first one, like here, by the chain rule, okay? Now let's try question number 19. Oh my freaking goodness. So it says a particle move along y-axis. So, okay, I mean, it's moving, go up and down. So that represents this one. Which of the following statement describes the motion of particle at t equals 1? So let's look at this. The particle is moving down the y-axis with decreasing velocity. So basically decreasing velocity when time equals 1, right? So let's do this. Let's plug in everything at once. So if I plug in 1, that's a 1 to the third power minus 4, 1 to the square plus 4, 1 plus 3. So it's going to be 1 minus 4 plus 4 plus 3 is equal to 4. And that's a positive, right? Which means it is still positive. So that's the upper position, okay? If I do the first derivative, that's a 3t squared minus 8t plus 4. And if I plug in 1, that's going to be 3 minus 8 plus 4, which is equal to negative 1. So that's a negative, right? So that means it is going down, okay? It means it is just going decreasing. Now, if I do the acceleration, so 6t minus 8, and if I plug in 1, that's a 6 minus 8, which is negative 2. This one is, speed is going down. Speed is decreasing. So that's what acceleration mean is. So let's see which one is true. So particle is moving down. Yep, it is moving down. It is moving down. So A and B is going to be the answer. C and D is not going to be the answer. So moving up means velocity is like positive. And position, I don't think we need it in this case. So yeah, why did I even do it? And y-axis with decreasing velocity, increasing velocity. Now, do you see acceleration is decreasing, which means your speed is actually, what's it called? Decreasing as well. So answer is going to be A for number 19, right? Okay, let's do question number 20. 20, I think this is the last question that I will go over in this video, and that's the end of the part 1 thing. So let's do this. Oh, this is easy. We got this, and we get this, and which of the following could determine the information that is given? So, can I get this one? Yeah, only thing that you have to do is you flip it, which means it becomes negative. So you switch the sign, so it becomes positive 2. Yep, it works. Second one. Yeah, 4 to 1, 3 f of x. Only thing that you have to do is you just multiply this one by 3. So 8 times 3, which is 24. So that works as well. 3, you cannot, okay, so here. You cannot do this. This one, you can break it down like this. 1 to the 4, 3 f of x plus 4, 1 g of x. You can break it down like this. So this one works, but multiplication, you cannot break it down. It's not just you multiplying 8 times negative 2. It's way above that. So it's going to be C. Okay? So keep that in mind. It's not just like multiplying this 2. That's above that. Yeah, that's about it. So that's about it. If you guys have any question, just let me know. In that case, I will help you with this. I believe I went over most of the questions. All right, see you guys. Good luck with your part 1 test. Bye.